Yo guys, what is going on? It's Lukey here and welcome back to another video. In today's video we're going to be talking about a brand new FFAR class that a lot of people are starting to use because of a certain attachment that is kind of broken on the FFAR. So if you do enjoy content like this, please be sure to subscribe. We're getting super close to 50,000 subs and it would be much appreciated. So for the muzzle, of course, agency suppressor just like always, and then for the barrel there's quite a lot of good options at the moment. The Ranger, the Reinforced Heavy and the Cavalry Lancer barrels are all pretty decent barrels, but for this specific class setup we're going to be using the takedown barrel because it increases the strafe speed and also the bullet velocity. And on this class we're not actually going to be using the Raider stock like normal, so we're going to be losing quite a lot of mobility. So instead we're going to be using that barrel to give us some of that mobility back. It's not going to be as fast, but we're still going to be getting some of that mobility that we've lost back. So for the next attachment, this is the broken attachment right here, the speed grip. It says it increases the ADS time, but it actually increases the recoil control as well. Once again, another broken attachment, surprise surprise. We've got the field agent grip and the 50 round mags for the rest of the class. So I'm going to go ahead and show you guys the recoil patterns with this just to prove that the speed grip is broken. So this is the standard recoil pattern with the FFAR, no attachments on at all. I'm going to go ahead and swap to this class setup. I'm not going to go ahead and cut the video just in case you guys think I'm capping or anything like that. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and swap to this next class, and this next class has no attachments apart from one, which is the speed grip. It has to be the speed grip. It doesn't work for any others. So if you use the airborne elastic, for example, it doesn't work for that grip. I get a lot of comments on my TikTok. I made a TikTok about this class already, if you have seen it. And a lot of people were asking me if it works with any grip or if it's just a speed grip. And it is only the speed grip. So landing back in right now, once again, I haven't cut this video or anything like that. So we have the normal weapon right here, 25 bullets in the magazine. We're going to be shooting it at the wall, 14 meters away from the wall, once again the same distance, and as you guys can see it has a lot less recoil. So it might not look like the most amount of recoil in the world, but it definitely is quite a big difference. It does really affect this weapon, and honestly this class setup might just be one of my new favorite class setups. It's kind of annoying how there's a lot of attachments that don't actually do what they say, and there's a lot of hidden statistics. It makes a lot of people confused, but honestly this is a very good class setup, so I recommend using it. So I'm going to go ahead and stick on the normal class setup that I recommended using. Here it is. I'm going to go ahead and kill myself once again. Once again, I don't want to cut the video, just in case you guys obviously think that I cut the video and I'm faking it. You guys can see this in full. I am not faking this video or anything like that. This is 100% genuine, and the recoil control, whenever you guys have the full build, it's really easy to control. It has hardly any recoil, and for a weapon like the FFAR, which has such high fire rate and time to kill, a low recoil class for this weapon can be absolutely deadly. So I'm going to go ahead and land back in now. Hopefully there was a guy here, hopefully he doesn't kill me. I'm not sure where he went. Going to go ahead and stand 14 meters away from the wall again, and I'll show you guys the recoil pattern. I'm going to shoot around about 25 bullets because that's what is in a default magazine, so it just compares up nicely. There you go. About 25 bullets there has been shot, and as you can see, it's an incredibly low recoil pattern for such a fast fire rate weapon. The FFAR has one of the fastest fire rates out of any assault rifle in the game, and it's incredibly accurate. This is me controlling it, and as you can see, it's very easy to control. It does have a little bit of a left kick after a while, as you can see in the recoil patterns. It goes up and then to the left, and then it goes up again. So when you're in that gunfight, do be prepared for a little bit of a left kick in the recoil pattern. So aim your stick like down and to the right very slightly, and that is the best way to control the recoil. When you do use this class setup, you have two options. You can partner it with an SMG, or if you guys want to, you can partner it with a sniper. It's honestly up to you. With the old class with the Raider stock, because it had such high mobility, most people used a sniper with it because obviously high mobility FFAR class was incredibly good at those close combat gunfights, but they had the sniper for the long range gunfights. With this class setup, it's up to you. It can be good for both. I honestly am not sure which one I prefer. It's good to use an SMG so you can kill people at those very, very close combat gunfights. If you're in a small, confined like building, etc, etc, and you're trying to kill a bunch of campers in a building, it would probably be a lot better if you pulled out a MAC-10 instead, just because the MAC-10 has a lot more higher mobility, because with this class you're not going to have that radar stock to have that big boost in mobility. The mobility is still pretty decent on this class, but it's just not what it used to be, so that is the only problem with this class. Like I said, it is a very, very accurate class, and it is a very, very fun to use class as well. It can outcompete a lot of different weapons. For example, this guy right here to my right in a second. This next gunfight, this guy has an AUG. An AUG versus an FFAR. He should have beaten me very easily, but I managed to just snap onto him and kind of beam him, and he had no chance against this FFAR build. So this FFAR build is honestly one of the best builds you can be using right now. It's up to you. Maybe you guys can give it out a try, and if you don't like it, you can obviously switch back to the good old Raider stock. But it's up to you really. If you want higher mobility, go with the Raider stock, or if you want more accuracy, go with the speed grip instead. So another example is, for example, for me personally, I've been using this build in Verdansk, and then I've been using the Raider stock build in the Rebirth game mode. I love the Rebirth game mode, and for me it's obviously a very small map. It's a lot more fast pace. So for me, what I do is I use the Raider stock build with the like the AUG or something like that, and it's very, very good, or obviously with a Kar 98K. So with this class setup, I would personally recommend you using it more on Verdansk instead, because it's obviously a lot more of an open map. It's a lot bigger, the gunfights are going to be more long range, and they're not going to be as fast paced. So this class setup is definitely going to be a lot more better on Verdansk. But like I said, it's up to you. Obviously, it's just my opinion. You guys might feel something different, but overall, I really do enjoy this class, and I really do think you guys should give it a go. Now, how long will this grip be broken for? Maybe a couple weeks, maybe a couple months, because they're not very good at fixing their game. So it might not be around forever. By the time you've watched this video, maybe you're watching this in a few weeks, it might already be fixed, and once it is fixed, I will comment down below to let you guys know. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.